Yeah, of course. And I'm not going to talk specifics, but I'll just sort of reiterate what I said earlier this winter about free agency, which is that it's free agency is important, and you have to be aggressive if you hope to get something done in this current landscape. Where a lot of teams have money and good players are at a premium. There's more demand than there is supply for elite players. There's no doubt about that. But you also have to maintain some sense of discipline and limits and long-term perspective. And if you go into free agency thinking you're one player away and you need any one player at all costs, you're probably going to end up getting burned. You're probably going to end up with an organization that's not as healthy as it can be years down the line. Now that said, there are players who are important, and there's a time to be very aggressive, and a time to know what you want and do everything within reason to get it. And you just have to balance those interests. I think I said free agency is not for the faint of heart, and it's not both ways, because you have to be prepared to be ultra aggressive if you want to come away with what you're looking for, and you also have to be prepared to fail two ways. You have to be prepared to fail in that you have to be able to accept not landing the player, because there are always other alternatives, and you can't go in to any pursuit at all costs, throwing reason to the wind. And you also have to be prepared to fail that sometimes when you do land the player, contracts don't always work out. And so the key in that respect is to build the organization up to a point where you can recover from any one player not performing, where you have young players ready to step in, you have depth, you have redundancy, and you have lots of cost-controlled assets that can help you recover from something like that. So I think we've done a nice job of building up the organization to a really healthy place where we can be aggressive, and we are being aggressive, and we'll continue to be aggressive, but we're not going to enter into any one negotiation as if it's do or die. The Cubs are in a really nice spot compared to where we were a few years ago. I think we're going to continue to get healthier and healthier as an organization. And if we're successful in one or the two of things that we're trying to do this winter, we're going to be very competitive very soon, regardless of how it turns out